In chapter 3 of your foundation level study material, I have talked about what is Krishnamurti Paddhati astrology, or in short, KP astrology. Read that chapter because I have taken lot of pains and I have done lot of research and understanding in order to give you a very correct understanding of what is KP astrology. But now I want to tell you what is not KP astrology. KP astrology is not a shortcut method of Indian astrology. If you are thinking that by doing KP astrology you are going to get snap predictions, then no, that is not the correct understanding of KP astrology. Because there are many places on the internet and in different places you may get a wrong understanding of KP astrology. KP astrology is a different system of prediction. It is very much Indian in nature. Its application, its philosophy, everything is very Indian in practice. So KP astrology is another form of Indian astrology within the branch of stellar astrology. But KP astrology is not a shortcut method. Secondly, KP astrology is not a mathematical formula. So many astrologers I have met who think that KP astrology is a mathematical formula, just like a plus b whole square, or maybe 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. No, just like any other forms of astrology, you will have to apply your learned concepts, you will have to apply the common sense of sthana, kala and patra, which means the place, the time and the native about whom you are making a judgment and offering your prediction. So KP astrology is a system of prediction. It's a very unique system of prediction. It's a very beautiful system of prediction which you will learn in this foundation level course, in the advanced level course and in the professional level course. So KP astrology is not a shortcut method. It is not a mathematical formula. Also, KP astrology is not a anti-Vedic method of astrology. So many people are under the wrong impression that the inventor of this technique, late Professor Kuthur Subbaraya Iyer Krishnamurti, K.S. Krishnamurti, or in short as we always call him, Guruji KSK. He was not a anti-Vedic astrology man. He was much a Vedic astrology man. In fact, I have given references in your study material that he himself had used a lot of Vedic references during his prediction. The Journal for Advancement of Stellar Astrology, of which I am the editor, I have been publishing for so many number of months and years the original writing of K.S. Krishnamurti. In the Astrology and Atrishta magazine, I have been giving the scanned portion of those in the Journal for Advancement of Stellar Astrology. You would have noticed in those journal, if you are reading that journal, very good. Otherwise, I would strongly recommend you that you read the Journal for Advancement of Stellar Astrology, and there you will find that KP astrology also takes into account some of the Vedic concepts. Not only that, KP astrology ultimately uses the 9 planets, the 12 rashis of the signs, the 12 bhavas of the houses and the 27 constellations of the moon, and has further subdivided these 27 constellations of the moon into 249 subdivisions, which we will deal later in this course, and we will understand how beautifully it can be applied. So please do not remain under any misconception from any source at all that KP astrology is a shortcut method, it's a mathematical formula, it is an anti-Vedic method. Not at all. It's just a different and beautiful system of prediction. So now the question which is coming in your mind is, how therefore is KP astrology different from the Indian system of Vedic astrology. I have already explained that in chapter 4 of your study material. So let me just give you the quick references here. First of all, KP astrology is different from Vedic astrology in terms of the very horoscope that it uses. KP astrology uses a Western system of horoscope which is based on the Placidus house division. Indian Vedic astrology does not use it. Indian Vedic astrology primarily uses the equal house division method or the Sripati Paddhati. But KP astrology will use the Placidus house division. Secondly, in KP astrology, the Ayanamsha that we use is only and only KP Ayanamsha, and it is the KP new Ayanamsha as you have seen during the default settings in the astrology software. It is only the KP new Ayanamsha which came into force from 1993 that is used extensively by sincere KP astrologers. Thirdly, KP astrology is different from Vedic astrology in the manner in which it arrives at the prediction. KP astrology does not use any kind of Ashtaka Varga or any kind of Sharvashtak Varga. It does not use any of the Amsha charts like Dashamsha, Trishamsha or Shashti Amsha or Navamsha. It does not use these kind of charts, but there is a great deal of overlap between KP astrology and Vedic astrology. Just like Vedic astrology, KP astrology also uses the Vimshottari Dasha system. It uses the 9 planets, it uses the 12 houses, the 12 Rashis, and all these are very similar to Vedic astrology. KP astrology is different from Vedic astrology in terms of the manner in which the planets are explained. In KP astrology, the planet is explained not from the position where it is sitting or not the position where it is occupied, but the star which is assumed by this planet, the star which is occupied by this planet, and which is the house ownership, which is the house occupancy of the star lord of a particular planet. That is a fundamental block of KP astrology. So KP astrology and Vedic astrology are two parallel roads. They don't cross each other, and there is no enmity between the two. I have seen so many Vedic astrologers who decry KP astrology. I have seen so many KP astrologers who decry Vedic astrology. But both are twin brothers. Both are two different roads that lead to the ultimate supreme soul.